Hello, I'm Mary V. Today let's talk about playing fast. So how well you play fast is really all about how you practice more slowly. Because if you try to simply practice fast and it's not very coordinated, that's what makes it sound fluffy and you haven't really got the accuracy. So let's take a G major scale with separate bows. So to start preparing to play faster, let's do slurred, one octave to a bow. So the important thing there is that we cross the string very, very rhythmically and that our fingers are going down rhythmically. That's the basis of how we're going to speed up. Right? Because if our fingers are going down unrhythmically and we're crossing the string unrhythmically, then we've got to practice until we can actually do it with strict rhythm. And that includes the little string crossings. So let's assume that we've done that, and let's go to 2 octaves in one bow. So during that, we're concentrating on very smooth string crossings, very accurate and very rhythmical fingers. So let's try it a little bit faster. So on the E string there, I rushed coming back down like that. So I'll bear that in mind and try it again. Right, so I cured that, but then I had a bit of a rush when I came to the D string. So because of those things, I'm going to slow it back down again and examine those points that were rushing a bit. So during that, I heard that the first finger at the top was rushing again. So I'll just practice the top octave there. So let's try it again a little bit faster and see if I've cured those spots of rushing. So that you can see that the faster you get, the harder it is to spot whether you are rushing. And that's why you need to teach your fingers a little bit slower, backwards and forwards, to be really accurate. So you've got to start with a very reasonable speed. So why are scales so good for when you're trying to build up speed? Well, it's because scales give you the opportunity to think of your left hand and your right hand in a simpler and clearer way. And really, building up speed is all about building up accuracy. It's not about just moving your fingers fast. It's about how they're moving and whether they're still rhythmical. So that's really why scales are so good. So the other secret of playing fast is making sure that your fingers are not very high every time they come off the string. It really makes a difference to whether your fingers are ready. They've got to stay pretty close to the fingerboard, like this. So another way to make your fingers very accurate is to play scales off the string. So there's a study that can be used that way. It's Kreutzer 2, which is a very, very helpful study. You can apply it to almost anything. So there's plenty of string crossings there, and you can play that every 4 with one bow. So I would recommend that to use different patterns of bowing, separate and slurred, and keep coordinating your right and left. Another piece that's great for speeding up your left hand is the Kreisler Sicilian, and it's the Rigadoon. The Sicilian goes... And then the Rigadoon afterwards is all semiquavers, and it's really, really nice piece. Some of the movements from the Bach partitas are amazing for conditioning your fingers and getting them to really move. So sometimes you're practicing something, trying to play it fast, and it tips over the edge and it becomes a bit fluffy, chaotic. And you've really got to take the speed back down again and build up the coordination between the right and the left back again. So remember what Itzhak Perelman said, which is don't practice your mistakes. And when you're playing fast, it's very, very easy to fluff over things, and perhaps if you film yourself and listen back to things, you'll realize when you filmed that you've missed a lot. So that's why it's really necessary to slow things down so you can be sure that things are really, really accurate, and then build them up very slowly. So the fingers get used to playing things at a certain speed if you allow them. But the best thing to do is to teach your fingers how to play at all different speeds. So don't practice everything at the same speed. Practice at different speed, because it's much, much better for your left hand and your bow to be much more flexible. But the other thing is, don't leave playing fast to the very end. You need to practice playing fast, but you need to make it accurate by building up to it as well. So play at all speeds and test it out and see how you get on. So I hope something in this video has helped you, and I hope you enjoy your experiments in playing fast. And I'll leave it there. Bye for now. Bye.